And that first umbilical tower now retracting, 33 seconds until launch. The commanding for the engine start sequence about to commence. The second umbilical tower now retracting, standing by for main engine start. Main engine start, engine turbo pumps at flight speed, and liftoff. Liftoff of the Soyuz booster and the Progress 45 resupply ship bound for the International Space Station. Pitch and roll program underway. "40 seconds into the flight, everything looking good. The Soyuz delivering about 100 tons of thrust from its 4 boosters and single engine. One minute into the flight, everything continues to look good. Going through the period of maximum dynamic pressure on the vehicle. 1 minute, 10 seconds into the flight, the velocity now 1,100 miles per hour. One minute, 30 seconds into the flight, all reports continue to be nominal. About 15 seconds away from the jettison of the 4 strap-on boosters. The strap-on boosters have now been jettisoned, and first stage separation. The Soyuz booster and 45 Progress now at an altitude of 28 statute miles, traveling some 3,350 miles an hour. Two minutes, 30 seconds into the flight. Standing by for escape tower and launch shroud jettison. Launch shroud jettison now confirmed. Everything continues to operate normally with the Soyuz booster, delivering the 45 Progress resupply craft. Three minutes, 15 seconds into the flight. The Soyuz booster traveling at a speed of more than 5,000 miles an hour. More than 400 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. 3.5 minutes into the flight, everything continuing to perform normally. The second stage is performing as advertised. Coming up on the 4-minute mark into the flight, the second or core stage of the Soyuz, providing 96 tons of thrust. A view of the cavernous Russian International Space Station flight control room at the Mission Control Center in Korolyov outside Moscow. Roll, pitch, and yaw of the vehicle reported to be by the book, right on the money. coming up on the 4.5-minute mark into the flight. Four and a half minutes into the flight, mark halfway to its preliminary orbit for the Progress 45. Second stage separation is confirmed. The core stage engine has fulfilled its role for today. Coming up on the point where the 44 Progress vehicle was lost. However, everything going by the book today. Five and a half minutes into the flight, the third stage continues to function normally. Almost 6 minutes into the flight, the third stage providing 30 tons of thrust for its 4 minutes of operation. Flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center receiving reports from Baikonur that the roll, yaw, and pitch program of the third stage is nominal. All parameters are in good shape. This graphic basically shows the milestones of the Progress en route to orbit. We are now past the 6.5-minute mark into the flight. The third stage of the Soyuz booster is functioning normally. Poised to deliver the Progress 45 resupply craft to its preliminary orbit. The Progress contains 1,653 pounds of propellant, 110 pounds of oxygen, 926 pounds of water, 3,108 pounds of dry cargo that includes maintenance hardware, resupply items, life support system items, experiment hardware, for a total of 2.9 tons of food, fuel, and supplies for the residents of the International Space Station. Coming up on the 7.5-minute mark into the flight, all reports continue to be nominal. Inside a minute until third stage shutdown and separation. Approaching the 8-minute mark into the flight. Everything is right down the money. The final seconds of third stage performance, roll, pitch, and yaw, all nominal. Standing by now for third stage shutdown. We now have third stage shutdown. The Soyuz booster has done its job for today. The Progress 45 has separated, standing by for confirmation of solar array deploy. And all of the antennas have now deployed. The solar arrays have deployed. The navigational antennas have deployed. Success for the Russian Federal Space Agency and RSC Energia. as they worked their way through the failure of the previous Soyuz booster back on August 24th, did a careful analysis and inspection of the manufacturing techniques, the processing, and the engines involved in today's launch, which has proven to be successful. The Progress 45 now in its preliminary orbit en route to the International Space Station for a docking on Wednesday at 6:40 a.m. Central Time to the Pirs Docking Compartment.